I just want to give everyone a quick welcome again, and we'll try to get through these slides pretty quick so then we can just jump straight into the good stuff. But obviously, you guys click through here because you probably run a Shopify store or you want to start a Shopify store. And this is all about strategy on how we actually help Shopify stores that we work with to add sales. So we're going to be going through that strategy today. Paul, while he's filming, if you can also click next slide and we'll jump into things.
I'll try and do both at once.
No, no worries if you got to pop in and out. It's all good. So a couple of things, guys, just to help you get the most out of today's session. So firstly, if you can, we just want you to lock in the next 60 minutes. Try and remove distractions if you can. Obviously, if you've got kids and they're running around, that's fine. It is what it is. But try and just lock yourself in as much as possible. We seem to have everyone on cameras that we can, which is great. It's nice for us when we give feedback to see lovely faces. And lastly, we're going to use a chat function quite a lot. So we do ask that everyone is kind of interactive, even if you don't have your audio on. So we're going to be asking a lot of questions throughout, and it might be a yes or a no question. And if it's a yes, just drop a yes. If it's a no, just drop a no. It's going to help us to run the session a lot. So just to check if that was clear for everyone, if you're okay with all these rules, can you just drop a yes for me in the chat before we move on?
Yeah. Chris, can you let people in as
yes,
they're waiting?
Chris, yes. Beautiful. All yeses are lovely. Good start so far, everyone. All right, perfect. Let's go to the next slide. Cool. So there are 3 goals in this workshop for us, 3 things that we want you to walk away with today. And it's kind of like the 3 things that we teach the most when we work with Shopify owners, etc. And that's how to convert more browsers into buyers. So it's going to be all about when you build a Shopify store, how to build it in a way that actually gives people a great user experience in order to increase your conversion rate. And if you don't know what a conversion rate is, it's however many people land your website, how many of those actually buy. So we're trying to get that as high as possible, and that's something that we really focus on. The second is going to be how to nail paid ads. If you are running a store, there's a good chance you've worked with marketing agencies and you've tried to run ads and you've tried to kind of get paid ads profitable in your business, and you might have struggled getting anything more than like a 3 times return on your ad spend. And that's something that we're going to touch here. It all kind of comes together. We're going to show you how to be profitable when you try and scale your business. And then lastly is what we call a pathway to profit. So one of the biggest things is overwhelm when it comes to e-commerce. And the best thing to overcome this is to actually nail down a solid plan over the next 90, 180, 270, 360 days to figure out exactly what are the key bits that you've got to work on to see that growth. And it's the same stuff that we do kind of day in, day out. Go next. So a couple of questions we usually get when it comes to teaching this kind of stuff. And it really comes down to, will this work for me? Because everyone's in a different niche, everyone's at a different level. And a lot of people have seen this information going around that's dated from 2017. So what we teach, guys, it works for any niche that we come in contact with. The only ones where I say it probably doesn't work is taboo niches, things like cigarettes, adult businesses. Those ones we don't really touch, but otherwise, everything we teach is straight experience from basically every niche that you could cover. So yes, whatever niche you're running, it can work. Will it work at your size? Again, the same things we teach for people who are just starting, it's the same thing that we do for people who are already doing 50 or 100K, just implemented differently. Happy to go on here. And who is it for? It's for a particular kind of person. So we want this information to go out to people who are passionate about what they sell. Honestly, we love working with people who sell products that are great for the environment, great for children, and just great for families in general. Stuff that's not going to end up in the bin, stuff that can become a real brand. So if you're passionate about building a business like that, this is for you. If you do feel overwhelmed in your journey and you feel like you just need to kind of get a bit more clear on what are the steps you have to take to grow your business, this is definitely for you. And lastly, we're all in here, this is business. We all want to make money, right? So if you're someone who wants to stop paying the ATO and your employees more than you get paid, again, this is going to be for you. Cool.
All right.
And yeah,
maybe
do you want
I'll
to introduce yourself, Paul?
I'll do this bit. So, why you should listen to me? I've been in e-com since like 1998. My last business was called Warcom. I sold that in 2014 to a public company after I sold like $40 million of products. Currently running Insightful, which is an e-com Shopify agency. I'm the founder and CEO of the e-com circle. So all I do is work with the e-com brands. As you can see here, been at it for a very long time, had all of these issues, solved most of them. So here now to help you guys not have these issues anymore, ideally. So, and the stuff that I'm going to teach you on here is the same stuff that I've been, using for like 25 plus years now. So Chris, you want to go back talk about Chris and Sarah for a bit?
Yeah. Look, we're just going to share a couple case studies just to show you guys like this is stuff we do day in, day out. This is Chris and Sarah Haynes. They've been awesome clients of ours. We worked directly with them since I think late last year. When they came to us, they were doing about 50 to 60K a month with their store and like kind of figuring out how do they take that online level to the next to that next level because they were in person as well. These kind of numbers you're saying here aren't even actually up to date. Just recently in the December, I think they did about 350K just in that month alone. So things are going pretty well for them. They've seen some pretty substantial growth. Awesome couple, but yeah, this is just one example of what can be done with the right strategy. Lane and Narelle, another lovely couple who came to us when they were kind of in the infancy. You'll see in the top right, that's their bus. So they sell off-grid stuff. These products are awesome, and they've actually managed to live out their dream. So right now they live off-grid in that bus with their family. And they just drive around Australia while Landon works in the business, and Narelle has her own business as well. So they work just purely from their laptops. You can see the numbers up there. They've been doing pretty awesome too. Go next. And look, guys, we do have an unhidden agenda. Obviously, we want to work and work with as many and have as many of these awesome case studies as possible. So we're not going to hide that. Like our goal is to work with everyone here. But that's not to say we don't think, or we're not going to be giving you value. So our goal at the end of this workshop is that even if you don't decide to engage us afterwards, you do walk away with, something that you can really take to your business and take to the next level. But we will be giving you an offer with your approval. If you don't mind, just drop a yes for me now, guys, in chat. If you don't mind at the end, us kind of sharing how you could work with us. So if you don't mind, just drop a yes. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Linda. Thank you, Justin, Chris, Marcos, Melissa. Beautiful, awesome. Thank you, guys. If it's no problem, you can hang around and jump off whenever you feel like we don't really hold people to this. We're just trying to, do what we think we can help people with. So with that being said, I think we have another couple to just quickly look at in the slides. All right, cool. This is just some quick guidelines, guys, because when we get feedback, it's going to help us to understand where you are. There's a few kind of areas, let's say stages in the e-commerce cycle for people who are kind of at the beginning. There's the startup stage, which is usually that 0 to 10K month, the setup stage, that 10 to 25, grow up and scale up. You can see the numbers here. But this, just if you can try and remember who you are, if you want to share it in the chat. And when we do get you up, it's going to help us identify kind of where you're at because the problems are just slightly different on each. Perfect. Thank you, Melissa, for sharing. I can see everyone sharing so far, so I really appreciate that, guys. Marcos, Chris, awesome. Melissa, beautiful. Thank you so much. Don't be afraid which stage you're at, guys. This stuff is good for everyone. Quick another look, Regan and Dan, another lovely couple. These guys had an amazing steak sauce product. I believe Regan was a chef or is a chef. They were selling it at a market, doing around 10K per month. They had the product that they knew was really awesome. They're just like, how do we turn this into a website and make this online where we can reach more people and sell more and slowly grow the business that way instead of having to do more markets. And that's exactly what we helped them with, which is the same with everyone. We get in there, we help them with the website, we change it around. So they have a beautiful website. We then started sending traffic to it with a real digital strategy. And then from there, it was just about actually the problem right now is, well, how do they make more sauce was the next thing that we're actually tackling. I think they're about 50K per month right now. And it's just from doing the very simple things that sound really, really hard to do. But when you nail them one at a time, it kind of just falls in place. And that's what we're going to be showing you today. Go to the next. I think we're kicking it off straight after this. So yeah, we'll jump into it, guys. Paul, go ahead.
Yeah, cool. So what we'll do, we might actually do this for someone who's on the call right now, and we'll show you how the more orders model actually works. So if we pick someone, let's have a look, and there's a few people still joining. So let's pick I was going to say victim. We'll pick a volunteer and we'll just do this for you. So as you can see, though, before I get into this, there's three parts to this, right? The main three parts in everybody's e-commerce business is their site built to convert. Hence, we've got the store, we've got convert, then we've got your story, and then we've got your actual digital strategy. So when we talk about is your site built to convert, there's so many things that should be going into a homepage and a product page and a collection page and all the other pages on your website. If you don't have them, your site is never going to convert as good as it can. And the reason why that's such a big issue is because, you spend a lot of money on Google ads, meta ads, and, going and doing stuff offline. You got all these people coming to your website. And if those things aren't there, you're not going to convert. So I spoke to Chris Thea this morning, and he's got a website, and I go, dude, on your homepage, collection page, product page, all these things are missing. Turn off your ads until you get all those things added to your site, or you're just wasting money, right? then I think, Anna Mahoney, who's on this call at the moment, she's in the weeds of this at the moment, working out what her story needs to be for her brand, right? So again, people come to your website and they want to read a really, really compelling, interesting, engaging story that connects with them. They get on there and they're like, oh, great, I really love what you do. I want to buy from you. The words on your site sound like it was literally written for me. Yeah, take my money. So they've landed on your site, great story, beautiful store. And when I say beautiful store, Chris and I spoke about this as well. It's like so many bloody web designers out there that make pretty stores, but the pretty stores don't have all the conversion elements. So again, you're just bleeding money, right? And then the last part of this is how do you bring it all together? So it's nice that you've now got a beautiful store that is built to convert and it has all the elements that should be on the site and it's got a really, really strong, good, compelling brand story. Then what you need to do, you go, well, by now I should probably be running Meta ads. I should probably be running Google ads. I should be doing email. I should be doing a whole bunch of other things though. But what does that look like from a digital strategy? So we're going to pick a few of you and we're actually going to go through this and going to map out basically, first I'll explain how it all works, and then secondary to this, I'm going to actually map out the fast path plan here for a couple of you on the call. So I'll show you, you know, what this is, and then we'll just bring it out into here. So let's pick somebody.
Sorry,
I'm
Paul,
going
I'll
to
just
just
say
turn it
one
off.
thing as well. I encourage everyone watching this, if you're not going to be like, if we're not giving you direct feedback, try and do this by yourself as well as we go along. That way you can definitely walk away and say, I know what I have to be working on going forward from this.
Yeah. All
Uh,
right. So who wants to go? Who?
I like the
All right.
art one. It was like original. I
What's
like
all?
original products. Claire B. Cusack is a good website with the original art. We'll try to get to as many as we can today, guys.
We'll
Um,
start at the top. So Chris was first. He was here, 5 o'clock. Here's his URL. I might just go
oh,
through this again. Um, is your partner around this time, Chris? I forgot to wear.
not in a robe.
Forgot to
She's
bring my
not.
pajamas.
It
She's
is
not.
Penny.
Okay,
Is Penny around? See, I remember. Penny.
there we go.
She's bottling more bottles.
All
There we
right.
go.
Good.
All right, cool. Well, here's Chris's site. So, mention the code. I don't know. Mention the name PW for like 5% discount or something. He'll hook you up. So, anyway, so as we land on Chris's site, right? You go. There's a lot going on here. So, okay, he sells gin, and whatever that says, that scrolls past me really quickly. It's award-winning, excellence in every drop, new dimensions. So let's read through this for a second. So we craft premium gin and vodka for those who dare to live boldly, break boundaries, and redefine what's possible. Every bottle is a fusion of passion. I mean, that sounds okay, right? Pour, sip, discover. Da, 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 da. To me, though, if I look at this from a brand messaging perspective, I'm like, is that really making me go, geez, it sounds very different to all the other vodka out there and all the other guy people that are making their own vodka. And I don't know that that's the case immediately, right? I mean, you spoke about how you go and do events offline and so forth, and you do really, really well offline, right? So when you think about how you talk to those people offline, are you saying the same things to them as you're saying here on your website? So let me make this a bit more succinct. Someone walks past you, you've got like 10 seconds to talk to them and get your point across, right? So what is it that you actually say to them where they just go, wow, okay, I want to try this thing. Can you talk to me about that for a second?
It's actually a pretty easy sell because when they're walking past, you just say, "Hey, do you want to try it? Do you like vodka or gin? And do you want to try some?"
Okay.
That's it.
Right. That's your sales pitch. Okay.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it probably is a bit more complicated on the website then if you think about, it's not like you can do samples and so forth. Um, there's still something missing though, premium, that should be premium, we breaking boundaries, redefining. Like, what does that mean? What are you trying to articulate when you say that?
Yeah, to be honest, that was actually one of our developers' comments that's been rewritten. But I guess for us, it's about our story. Why did we even start doing this in the first place? I was an engineer. I needed a new dimension, hence the name.
Okay.
So I needed a different career change, sea change.
Yep. All right. So then you need to be, okay, keeping that in mind, you need to think about who your ideal type of client is, Is it other people like you? Because the last thing that you want to do with this brand is go, let's go sell gin and vodka online and talk to all the people that just buy gin and vodka. You've got to get really clear and you go, what if there's other blokes out there like you that are, in corporate or had a job like you, and now they're like, well, I'm online shopping, and they go to your website and they're like, oh, that's a cool story. He's gone from this to this, and then you start talking to those kind of people online. I mean, I don't imagine that audience is like super broad or anything, but what you kind of want to get at is, you you also built this brand right as a passion project, but I guess at some point, even the people who probably buy the product from you in person, are they like you? Are they similar kind of personality and vibe and so forth, to you, how yourself as well? What do you think? Where does that sit with you? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Or it's
yeah.
just
It's a
anybody and
complete.
everybody?
It's anybody and everybody. Yeah. You
Mm,
get people from all walks of life. It's kind of funny.
right. Okay. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Chris M, you got any thoughts at this stage about, how would we position that as our brand guy? Sorry, you're eating your dinner
Yeah,
there.
it's
Sorry to
just
interrupt you.
no, I'm just chewing gum. No, let's kind of see where you're going, but it's very generic text. What I'd like to see is like, what do you kind of like Paul was saying, like, what do you like? What is innovation actually like? Breaking tradition and being innovative. Like, what does that actually mean? Are you making gin in a new way? Is it new flavors? Like what is the new thing? Rather than like what are you innovating? Are you innovating the shape of the bottle, the flavor, the taste, the size, the experience? Like what actually is that? Tangibly, what
Yeah.
is that innovation? Is it different ingredients?
Yeah, it's different ingredients, different flavors. Like we generally don't copy flavors that are already there.
Yep.
But that's pretty much the same as every other distillery, really.
Mm.
It's
Mm,
it's one of those things that how do you actually define yourself as different? Because everybody else is doing exactly the same, but different.
Yeah.
So, but surely it's not just the difference that it's a brand name. Do you know what I mean? Like if I would, so I've got Grey Goose and I've got whatever, Smirnoff, and I've got all the other blah 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 at Dan Murphy's. If I was to go to you, why should I drink yours over theirs? Like, what is that? What is that reason? Do you have one? I guess is the question.
Well, I mean, we're small batch craft, so our quality control's better. Our spirit is smoother. It's actually Australian made and locally made.
Smoother.
Here we go.
I like the sound of smoother.
So here, yeah.
It's
So where we're getting so,
Aussie made.
smoother, Aussie made, and blah blah blah. It's small batch. You go, oh great, I
Yeah.
like it. Because what we're trying to get to with a brand like yours, people go, I like his story. I like he's doing why he's doing this. And then I definitely want to hear it's smoother and it's small batch and it's lovingly handmade in wherever you guys live. And we guarantee it's the best bloody vodka that you're gonna taste this year. Like, give it a crack. You can see where I'm going with this. There's so much more that goes into why this is a problem on your side at the moment. But from a
Yep.
brand messaging point of view, you got a lot of work to do. So,
Yeah,
now,
Paul makes a good point there. Like he worked with Diageo, a pretty small alcohol company, but a lot of alcohol brands will focus on the experience or the occasion or the type of person that's supposed to drink it.
Mm.
So if you see like you look at VB campaigns, like VB's for a specific type of person, so everything in the ad is for that type of person, or it's about the occasion. A lot of like aperitifs might be about it's something you drink at the races, or it's something you drink before dinner or after dinner, or when you're going out, or there's some
Mm.
that kind of thing. Like, what's that? When do I drink this? How do I drink this? Who drinks this?
yeah.
That kind
All
of
right.
stuff is what you can put into your positioning as well.
So we'll park that brand messaging issues at the moment because you've got a lot, there's a lot going on there that needs some work. Now we'll jump into some conversion rate optimization stuff. So again, as I spoke about, people come to the website, and I think you mentioned you had 1,500 people a month or something come into this website at the moment, right? So
Yeah, it's up to
um
like 1900, I think now. So
yeah, well, okay, awesome. So a few things that you're doing right, great. Like images look good. You don't have any people in the photos drinking it who look happy. Like you need to add that kind of stuff in. There's
Yep.
no social proof at all. Like, you should be giving this to all of your mates and go, hey, like, give me a review. I'll give you a sample, and getting, as many reviews as you can. No information about shipping on this page at all. No information about like the main 4 or 5 reasons that you should be buying the product as well. So that's like 3 or 4 different conversion rate issues that exist. Looking at this as well, there's probably about another 40 things that are also missing from this page. If I go to your collection page, again, like I can't even see the product until I start scrolling. So huge issue. So surprisingly, there's a lot of numpties who don't know how to use the internet and don't know to scroll down to be able to buy it. You also can't add it to your cart from this page. So when looking at a collection page as well, there's about another 40 or 5 different things that should be on this page that aren't on your page at the moment. That's one good thing. That's a H1. That's good. This is a H2 from an SEO perspective. It should be a H2. No, it's not. Paragraph text. So this is a bit of a bonus, but from an SEO perspective, this page is never going to rank because it's not built properly. The H2 is completely wrong. So if we go back to your homepage as well, again, from a macro point of view, there's a lot going on here. There's like everything is on the page that kind of, yeah, needs some refinement, I think. I don't think you don't have what's called a H1 as well. So I'm talking about from an SEO perspective and from a conversion rate point of view. This thing here should actually be a phrase that people search for, so like small batch vodka and gin, because there's thousands of people a month who probably search for that term. There isn't thousands of people a month who search for your brand name. So this is one of the most important things that should be on your homepage, and it's wrong at the moment, right? Come down here, nothing about you. For some, it should have you on the front page. Hey, it's Chris here, and I forgot your partner's name again. This is why we're doing it. Tell the story again, right? So it's all missing. Sticky header is causing you heaps of issues that shouldn't be like that. What I might do is, we already kind of did this morning, but I'll do it for everyone else that's not that's on the call, and we'll actually just map out your digital strategy for you. What I would do if I was in your business, because then I want to jump to someone else after this. And I might even do some different stuff here. We'll see how this goes. Can everyone see there?
Yes.
Clear screen. Let's have a look. Kind of looks like a bit of an inappropriate thing on that screen now that I look at that. Might clear that out. Let's go again. So, all right. So things that you need to fix. Let's pick a color. What's your favorite color? That'll do. Blue. Definitely got to fix your brand messaging straight away. So hang on. Have to absolutely nail the brand message. Again, we didn't touch on this morning, but the reason you want to nail your brand communication process as good as it should be is because, like you said, even when people come and meet you offline, you want to be able to say the same stuff that's being said online. You're like, hey, we're small batch. It's the smoothest vodka they're ever going to drink. It's the unique selling proposition. And they go, oh, give me some, give me 3 bottles right now, right? So whatever that is, you didn't nail that here, you nail that there. Next up, fix the website. We spoke about this as well. It needs tons of work. It's, unfortunately, it's at the point where I just start again. It's not, I wouldn't fix it. So, website. The biggest thing you want to be doing then, and we didn't touch on this as well this morning either, but how quickly can you grow your customer review count, right? You need to be getting reviews from everybody, even if it's just like collecting reviews in person and giving someone like a sample, whatever. Absolutely, when getting reviews from as many people as you can. So all the products on your page have like 500 reviews, right? Then once you've got that, build out a proper digital strategy, which will be, hey, we're going to do meta ads, right? So meta ads goes here. Google ads would go here. And then as you do both of those things, you'll have tons of social proof from your reviews. So you'll be able to be like, hey, we've got 55-star reviews for this product, and this product is in your meta ad. And you go check out our website. And then they land on your website and they've read your brand strategy. And they're now on a website that's built to convert. And you go, happy days. We've got orders, buddy, falling out of the sky now. It's happening so easy, right? So this is like your next, say 100 days of what you need to focus on. And we spoke about a few other things. I don't need to share everything else about your email and so forth, but tons of opportunity here. I got a good product. It's, you know, away we go. Does that make sense? Helpful? Cool. We're gonna do this for somebody else now. Let's pick another brand. Linda Welsh, we've already done this. We've done you, right? Who did you want to actually Equid? I can't pronounce this one, but we'll do it anyway.
Equitherm, I think.
Yeah, who owns the Equitherm brand?
It's Marcos, I believe.
Can you jump off mute if you're there?
Here he is.
Where's Marcos? I can't see. Give us a nod.
Just in the chat there, Marcos.
Okay, yeah. Oh, you don't have a webcam. Tough industry, right? So we land on the website straight away, 20% off, free shipping. Don't ever do that, except Black Friday, you know, because yeah, you're just kind of killing it. As soon as you land on a website like this, you want to know why this brand is so good. So, can you hear me, Marcus? Are you okay with talking? If it's cool, if you're not, if you're nervous, and some people don't like talking, but when I land on your website, like I want to know why your brand is instantly different to a scan pan or to all the other stainless steel kind of brands out there at the moment. So can you talk me through that a little bit if you're comfortable? Or you can type it or you can talk it, whatever you want to do, because we can't hear you. So that's would be helpful if we could hear you talk.
Give him a second. You did chat. Mic's not working.
His mic not working. Okay, all right. So for me, as soon as I land on here, I'm looking for a sentence that's like, you should buy this because of X reason. And that reason should largely be something that people are searching for a lot, right? So, you know, obviously cooking in pans and so forth has a bad rep these days, but it's like, how do you communicate about that? So if we scroll down a little bit, stainless steel, aluminium, it's all very technical and all very clinical. You chuck it in your dishwasher, that's great. Raised ridges, non-stick cooking, so you don't need to use oil. I'm obviously failing to see why, you know, inside of one sentence, I would buy the product as opposed to everything else on the market. So for me, brand messaging absolutely has massive issues, right? Then if we go to a product page, so lots of photos. It's good that we've got some photos of people using it. I don't know that they're great photos. They're a bit funny. You know, there's something missing from that. Obviously, social proof is missing. You've only got 2 reviews. Your add the cart button doesn't do anything. So you, when you mouse over someone's add the cart button, it should change state, right? So it should change to like a complementary brand color or something. In stock, ready to ship. That's good. It's missing the meta field benefits, which should say like you should buy it because of reason 1, 2, 3, 4, right? You should also have heaps of trust signals, such as, and I'm going to look before I say it, but you know, if this is not the best frying pan that you've ever tried, you know, send it back in like 60 days, right? People go, what do I have to lose, right? So that's obviously from a brand messaging strategy. You go, hey, this is the most durable frying pan that you're ever going to use, and if it's not and you don't love it, send it back, you know. And the good news is you can throw it in the dishwasher and it's not going to get destroyed and blah 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 blah. So other things that are missing on this page, I would also include like a short description in there. So again, just kind of relayering in the fact that, you know, it's durable and all the other fancy things that we want to say in there, because that will be adding to it as well. What else do we want to include on this page? I'll go to a collection page. So non-stick cookware, get rid of that thing. Okay. You need to nuke all of this 20% off store-wide free shipping stuff. This thing here, move that up to the top there and put that there and get that out of here because I can't even see the products. You've got a pretty big range. You also want to be able to sort by size in your filtering. So inside of this is called search and discovery. It's not working properly at the moment. That needs to change. What else have we got here? Hybrid non-stick cookware. I'm just looking at some SEO stuff. That's fine. This could be moved down the bottom. It'll still rank, but it's in the wrong location as well. when you mouse over the images, you don't see other images as well. So there's lots of conversion issues on, or even just basic design stuff that's wrong with the collection page that's kind of going to make the actual user experience not a great user experience for these people. So I'm going to cut back to my other screen again, and I'm going to do the same thing for you. Things I would fix if I was you. So come back here, map this out. So Linda made an awesome comment. I missed that. So that says, if you've got, what does it say? Lifetime warranty. That should be front, right on the front page. All right, here we go. Get ready to take a screenshot if this is helpful. So going back to your site for a second, looks like you're using like the Dawn theme or something. In my opinion, you're not going through like an impulse. Yeah, one of the I think they're made by the same place. There's not really like, you don't go through an experience on the homepage, so as soon as you land on the site, like, hey, this is the greatest fry pan you're ever gonna try in your life. If you don't like it, send it back. And we also give you a lifetime warranty and all of the other things, it's because it goes straight into, here's the product, you want to buy the product, and then quick view, add the cart buttons are white and you can't even see them. So probably fix that. So same thing for you. Absolutely have to fix the site. Because to me, it doesn't feel like a premium site with a premium product. Change that in here. Website. Let's just do that. Can't draw with my crayons at home today. So there we go. That'll do. The brand strategy, like I spoke about with Chris, is absolutely missing because it's just it's also in the wrong location. You have to fix that as well. So we'll chuck that in here. Brand strat. Now, I'm probably going to recommend different stuff for you because Google Ads, for example, I think would crush you and be stupidly expensive. And I don't know that you would ever actually get that much that much traction with this. I think your ideal strategy instead would be like, you need to build out an influencer following for this brand. So plenty of sites out there where you can go find influencers and go, hey, we've done a really good brand messaging strategy now. Here's our product. We want you to talk about the product and cook stuff on it and, blah, 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 right? So you need like a user-generated content strategy. Don't know what that is at this stage, but you got to get some good influencers on board to try it. Next thing that I would be doing on this brand is, doesn't look like you've got any abandoned cart flows or anything set up unless I've missed them, but building out a really, really solid abandoned cart flow process. So people come to your website and, I don't imagine many people that impulsively and go, oh, I really need a new fry pan today. So like, what does your next 2-month cycle look like to nurture them from an email perspective? So like, here's the abandoned cart flow. Here's where I should buy it. Here's the reviews, blah, 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 right? Email is going to be super important. But crayons are working well tonight. Again, a lot of this comes back to the budget that you've got to work with from a marketing perspective. Trying to think where else I would go. I mean, it's super hard brand. Like, are you only ever going to do retail with this? Do you have a plan of doing like wholesale and so forth as well? What does that look like for you? You're going to sell on Amazon. You're going to do do you have enough margin to sell on Amazon and so forth? You would like to wholesale. Is this your product or is this like something from AliExpress that you've chucked a brand name on? Because that'll kind of really set the shape for your brand. Okay, and you've made this thing as well? Like, you've made the product? It's hard having a conversation with text. So thanks for those of you that are sticking with us. Order from China. Yeah, okay then. All right. I mean, definitely, I would be putting these on marketplaces then, just to see the feedback that you get. So absolutely throwing them on places like Amazon. Build out different color. Chuck it on here. Chuck it on Amazon. See what kind of traction you get. I think that'd be good. White labeling is a good way of saying that, pretty much.
That's probably
So
it's probably a good chance, Paul, to like, there's gonna be a few people here who are looking to start as well. Like, if you're trying to find a product, like, I mean, what's a strategy you would do there? Like,
Yeah, go straight to the marketplaces. If you want to test that these products have legs, obviously, and you don't have the money to do it. So if for those of you who have money to build your own database, obviously build a great website with a great brand and so forth. But if you don't, you go, I'm going to put it on Amazon, because they're a marketplace and they've got lots of people. I probably wouldn't do what Justin said. You chuck it on eBay and you make your product look like junk. Put it on Kogan. Kogan will find this product in about 5 minutes and put the Kogan name on it, and then you'll be out of business. So build your own brand, right? So would not do that. Amazon, again, you'll probably have a runway of about 6 months before they kill you. So again, why it's so important that here, number one thing is, I don't even know where I'm going to put this. You need to build a brand, right? And a brand is the brand message, right? And it's brand appearance, right? And it's the feelings and it's the community around your brand, and it's around what people say about your brand, right? You have to go nail all of these things in this space, or this is never going to go anywhere. Or you'll build a business and it'll flop in 6 months.
And quickly, like, what's some advice? Like, people are probably thinking, what is okay, if I'm trying to find a good product, where should I start? Like, how do I even think about what product to start with? Like, what would you recommend in terms of just like thinking of a product?
Oh God, you put me on the spot there.
I mean, there's something you always say, and I'll just say it for you, because these are honestly the people who we work with that get the best results. They have a product that they're passionate about, or even if they're not, completely, like, you don't wake up every day to think about your product. You're passionate about, or you're an authority in it, but you have something in there that's going to push you to kind of continually like work on this. So, like Laurie just said, if you have a passion and if you haven't already got a product, so I'm not going to say if you've already got a product and you're already making sales, you don't need to start from scratch. But if you are in that spot and you're like, where do I even go? Start with your passion is probably a great idea, because you're going to have that authority already. You're knowledgeable. You understand the market.
You need to solve a big problem for a lot of people that you're really passionate about, and it's something that you want to do for a long time, right? And it can't be like a 6-month, 12-month thing. It needs to be, people are always going to need a bloody fry pan. Do you know what I mean? And you go, however, is this going to be a big problem for a lot of people for a long time that they need this thing? In which case you go, okay, cool. I'm going to go crush building a good brand and a good brand strategy and a good website, and then it'll all come together, right? So really critical. I can't stress this enough. Even right now, if you're running any paid ads or anything to this website, stop it immediately. Like, go put your money in the pokies. You'll do better than running ads straight to a website that doesn't have a good brand strategy, and it's not built to convert. And also people who go to your website now and they don't have a good experience and they don't align with your story. Trust me when I say they will never come back. You get one hit with this. Right. So we might do one more because I'm mindful of time. We've got like 10 minutes left or something, Chris. Do you want to do one more?
Yeah, definitely. We'll jump into Salt in the Earth, which is Claire. This is her, I believe. Just have another look at this, and then
just trying to find the URL. Where'd you put it?
Just at the bottom of the chat.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Is this resonant? Yeah, hopefully this is resonating with everybody so far. Stop sharing screen, share over here. Oh, hang on, my Zoom's done something weird.
Beck, we're going to go through your website for a bit quickly, if you're okay with it. Do you want to just introduce yourself and a bit about the brand, the business, and what you're trying to do?
Yeah, sure. My name's Beck. I'm an osteopath and naturopath, and I make topical magnesium products.
Awesome. And is anything Paul said so far discouraged you at all?
No, definitely not. I know I need to build my brand and following, because I know I have a unique in that I'm an osteopath and allied health professional, and I need to leverage that. But I think I've had a lot of, I've just been shy, I guess, on camera to do it.
Yeah. All right. Number one thing you need to fix, Beck. What do you reckon it is? It's you on the front page. Go, hey, it's Beck here.
not
You
someone
get rid-
else's feet.
Yeah, probably not, unless you're in the selling photos of people's feet or something business. But no, so 100% photo of you. I think I've seen a photo of you on. I think I messaged you on Messenger. I'm like, oh, she looks friendly.
Yeah.
Like, have a photo of you.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Beck. This is what I do. I made this product, and I'm actually in the industry. I'm not just like all the like. Let me phrase this properly. I speak to so many men for some reason, and they're all trying to sell bloody vitamins and supplements and shit. And I'm sure they're just like rebranding them all. And I'm like, what do you do for your, and they go, this is our side hustle. I'm like, what do you do as a job? Oh, I'm an investment banker. I'm like, okay, well, you know, whereas
Yeah.
you're like in the industry. I imagine you're a mum,
I am,
right?
and I developed this product because I was a mum and because mums needed it. I do pelvic health and pediatrics. That's what I specialize in, and that's why I did this product.
Yeah. So I would buy this product because I've got a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, and they're like, it's impossible to get them to sleep and it's impossible to get them to calm the farm, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, cool, hey, it's Beck here, and I want to help your little ones get to sleep, and I guess this is for adults as well, right? I give this, can
Yeah.
kids and mum take this?
Yeah, and pregnancy as well. I have a kids range coming, but my problem is I keep building and keep doing stuff and don't actually focus on what I'm doing and start selling. I'll keep building and I'll do another product line and stick it on the website, but not actually complete what I'm doing. So I'm stopping myself from doing that, and I need to focus on the range that I've got and get myself out there.
Yeah, you also probably don't. Well, we might move around a bit. This is a cool brand, can I say? Like, you're doing a lot right. Great product. I think immediately, again, we have to have you on the homepage, you with your kids, happy, smiling, not looking like little tornadoes like my boys. And then we go, hey, if you're a mum and you're buying this for yourself, click this button. If you're a mum and you're buying this for or a mum or a dad, whatever, right? If you're buying this for your
Yeah.
kids, click this button. If you're buying this for something, take them through a better journey, because you've gone straight into, here's our amazing product. Even the product looks cool. Like, you'd put that in your cupboard and go, looks great. Do you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
want to have it every day, but it's not clear to me what I should buy.
Yep,
right?
absolutely. I can do that. So I can do pediatrics, I can do mums, and I can do other family members or pregnancy.
Yeah.
That's a common question, and I can do for the other family members.
Yeah. I'm going to give you my opinion. Like, I would honestly, like, you've got a lot of the stuff, it's in the wrong location, right? So when we build a website for someone, there's a way that we go through it. So, I mean, we can obviously build you a website or help you or whatever, but it's just kind of in the wrong way at the moment, because you got great brand colors, products. Your collection structure is not really right either. Just kind of it's in the wrong spot. Even if we go to this product, hang on, okay, I click the shop now button, that doesn't do anything.
Well, yeah, I've been playing around with the website because I actually wasn't happy with it, so some things might not be working.
Needs a lot of work.
It does need a lot of work.
Needs a lot. Yeah, let us fix it for you would be the good answer. All right, hang on. Is this you? You are there.
That's cool.
That's
Is that
me.
you?
I use Tolstoy, and I've got some videos. Yeah, that's me.
I've seen that
Yeah.
before.
So when you click on that, it's a video of me explaining the product. But
Very cool.
Hang on. Let's do audio, because we need to do this, because this is cool.
Have you seen anyone do this before, Paul? Like, that's
Yeah.
that
heaps
comes
of
with these
brands.
tools?
Yeah.
I've
No,
seen it.
bigger brands do this. So
Bigger brands, yeah.
Calm spray is formulated with
no
a powerful
audio.
blend of
Hang on.
ingredients: chloride, cedarwood essential
Anyway,
oil,
it's cool.
and
That's a
Yeah, we
good
can
feature.
hear it. We can hear it.
Oh, I couldn't hear it. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, that's great. You got that's good. You've got smiling little kids using it. You missed 100%. I would be having things such as like the meta fields that I spoke about earlier. So you've got this again. You're like a perfect client for us to go, let's fix your website, because stuff's just in the wrong spot. When people read, they go, what's the product name? And then they go, what's the reviews? And then they want to read this stuff. And then they want to read, oh, it's in stock and it's ready to ship. And then I want to read a whole bunch of other things that should be on here, right? So, and it's kind of just not there. I can't click on the images. I can't go to the next images. Nothing kind of works at the moment.
Yeah.
It breaks a bit. This stuff is really, really good though, the way you've done that. Even if we go back to our product page, so you've kind of well on your way to having a good brand messaging. Like, it's probably like a 7 out of 10. So we can help you fix that. And then the website, piece of cake to rebuilding this. What kind of revenue level are you sitting at the moment?
Oh, nothing, basically.
Nothing.
I've,
Yeah.
I've been because I own an allied health clinic. I just really need to focus my time on this. I sold half of my allied health clinic last year. So this year it's like I need to actually get down and get dirty and make this happen.
And what is
Yeah.
the goal for, like, what do you see for yourself in the long term? Do you want this to become like your full focus, like a brand you want to grow?
Full focus. Yeah, full focus. My husband's a fitter and turner and my brother-in-law is a commercial sparky. So my vision for this pie in the sky is for us to have this in a factory where manufacturing ourselves, we have it automated with the boys doing their thing. And it's a family business. Like I want to help teach my kids some skills as they're growing up.
How to run an e-com business kind of thing. Yeah, cool. You've done all the hard stuff, like especially this is what we spoke about. What I literally said it a minute ago. Yeah, I go sell a product that you're passionate about that solves a really, really big problem for a lot of people. And the fact that you've also been in the space for a very long time, it's like tick, tick, tick. The only thing left for you to fix is website, brand strategy, and then actually do a digital strategy. So
Yeah.
let's absolutely have a chat with you and get this thing flying. And I know there's people in this space who don't have your experience and they're crushing this stuff. You know, they're just like,
yeah, there's one major competitor, which was actually the reason why I came in, because I hate plastic. It does my head in. I wanted sustainable packaging, but also the messaging wasn't correct. It was incorrect what they're saying. And it's for sales. And I hate that because so many women are misled with health, with themselves and their children, and it's not right. So that's why, no, this is not right. I need to get out there and show people what the real messaging is around this.
yeah, I mean, even me as a dad, I would love to use this stuff, but I'm like, is it safe? And is it, is this coming? Yeah, is it safe?
Yeah.
Can I trust you? I'm like, oh, well, clearly she does this and she's been in the space a long time, blah, blah, blah. So I might not, I won't map out your fast path plan on this because you've already seen two and everyone's probably sick of seeing the fast path plan by now, but we'll park this for now. We'll have a chat. I think that's your next steps. Chris, we'll go.
Thank you.
No worries at all. Chris, we'll go back to the other slides if you want. And I just want mine for everybody's time, right? So
yeah, just seeing this gigantic, like Minby from Torbuhill. I wish I knew what your actual name was. Torquil.
Yeah, Torquil. It's a bit of a tongue twister.
Oh yeah, the Zoom says Torwil with a W.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, that's me. Misspelled.
What does Minby do? Oh yeah, cool. Okay, I think I've seen your brand before.
Do you want to quickly run one more, Paul? I mean, if you don't mind,
right.
do you mind if we run one more with you?
Let's run one more. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Brand looks interesting.
Protect your breastfeeding journey.
Very interesting.
All right. Made by mum. That's a lot. So you guys, you're looking for social proof? 16,000 reviews is good social proof. So I don't know what the product is though yet, unless I watch the video. Hang on.
Generic bottles harm breastfeeding as they feed with compression, which can cause a poor
So in my
latch
mind, maybe I'm wrong, but is it like to help babies that are, got colic or something, or those kind of things? Because it's not immediately apparent with a couple of sentences.
Written in the text.
Minby's patented
their
design, on
breastfeeding
the other
instinct.
hand, nurtures the correct latch.
Yeah,
Is
but
it a
I mean,
more natural
drawing your
feeding
milk the
action?
same way your baby feeds on the breast from birth, preventing nipple confusion and any colic.
Yes, that's correct.
Protect
It's
your breastfeeding journey.
all of
with
it
Minby.
helps
Stop that video, Paul.
bridge the gap between breast and bottle.
Is it playing? Is it? I can't hear the audio. That's what I'm like.
All good.
Okay. Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's really nice languaging where you just said that gap between breast and bottle, that slogan. That's nice wording.
Yeah.
That sort of explains it very simply.
I've used these products too with our two children. I guarantee. I'm sure I've mentioned it. That's why I'm like just trying to jog my memory. It's been 2 years ago, 3 years ago now that we use these ones.
Yeah, we've been around for a little while. We run a lot of ads, but yeah, the challenge has been for us, and we're looking to redesign our homepage at the moment because we used to just sell bottles. It was the first technology we introduced. So it's our core technology that actually nurtures babies' breastfeeding ability. But since we've expanded our product range, we've had to broaden our messaging. So the umbrella messaging is protecting the breastfeeding journey. Is all of our products sort of fall under that. So it's like, how do you broaden your messaging but not confuse people what you're about? So
is it broader because you're selling sterilizers and pumps now as well?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, okay. So I mean, you just got to take people through a journey as soon as they land on the site. They're like, hey, we help mum and we help bub, and we do so by doing that and that, and go, oh, great, I know which journey I should go on now, right?
Yes.
And then they go through that process. So, because they're still very relatable, obviously, but it doesn't really, yeah, you're right. It's kind of missing a massive segue between you either go this way or you go that way.
Yeah, and we've done a bunch of split testing, like having collection page images towards the top. So, click here for bottles, click here for breast pumps, etc. Often on those tests, they haven't won out. And so the challenge is designing a new homepage that lets people go on their own experience, but also encompasses what we're all about, without diluting things too much.
Yeah. I reckon you need like a timeline kind of journey, on the homepage. So again, you start on the homepage, you're like, we do this and we do this for mum and bub. And then this is where you should be buying this product at which stage of the journey. And then you take people, because it's the mums that are buying everything, right? And they go, oh, great, I know when I need it and when I need it. And then it's the natural it'll flow better. Because like even looking at this now, it's like, image, next thing. It's quite confusing, I think. Even for me as a dad, if I was going to buy this stuff from my wife when we're having babies and stuff, I'm like, where do I start?
Yeah.
Right. So happy to have a chat with you about that and kind of tell you how I would do that as well. There's tons of opportunity here.
For sure.
We'll have a quick look at your product pages as well. I don't know why this thing keeps popping up, but breast pumps. So which one's your most popular one? I guess this one, 126.
The bottles, like the biggest sellers, but sort of try the IKEA approach of putting more expensive products up the top.
Yeah, got it. Okay. Facebook will probably come a long way to you watch, and they'll ban this stream because they go, there's boobs in that thing, but they do weird stuff.
It's interesting. They've unwound that a lot. Like we used to have a lot of issues with that a few years ago, but now they basically seem to let any of our ads fly. And it seems like they're moving more in that direction.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So everything is the same color for some reason. Okay, reviews is good. That works good. Heaps of social proof, product name, short description, what's included. No information about shipping on this page. I don't know where it's shipping from, how long it's going to take me to get. There's no information about.
We actually just took down we had like a dynamic geolocation banner there, which locates, say if you're in Melbourne, because we used to have stock in Melbourne, Sydney, and Brisbane warehouses, but we moved 3PLs recently. We're just in Sydney, so we've had to remove that. And we have seen a decline in our conversion rate on the product pages, so we need to replace that with just the Sydney option.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff missing on here. Even this same day dispatch, like from where you should be saying, like, from Victoria. So there's for you, there's a lot of micro conversion rate elements missing. So like when we build websites for people, we build them a lot of for 6-figure brands. I do Crow audits for 8-figure brands. So you're at the level where I'm like, I can see stuff that's missing on your pages, and given the amount of traffic you've got, even if you just add, the 10 things that are missing from a product page, collection page, homepage, if you get a revenue uplift of 10%, like huge amount of revenue for you, right? So let's have a chat anyway, and I'll give you some more things that are missing from this page, and we'll kind of do a full audit potentially. So
sounds good.
There we go. Cool, Brian there. And I'm pretty sure we've tried it. So that's
great.
Nice.
I appreciate that.
There we go. All right, Chris, want to go back to this if I can find my slides.
So
all right. I can even run through some of this stuff if you want.
Go for it.
Yeah. All right. Everyone can see my screen. Hopefully this has been helpful so far to those of you that hung on and stayed to the end of us. So you've got two choices now. Chris does this better than I do, but you can stay doing what you're doing and, figure it out on your own and waste years of your life and all that kind of stuff. Or you can come and have a chat with us and we'll help you figure it out way quicker, and we'll help you figure it out the same way that we're doing for, I don't even know, 50 or 100 brands or something at the moment. So here's some of the great things that people have said about us. This dude's crushing it, all these other good testimonials and so forth in there. At one point, Laurie was one of these people who came onto one of these things. He might have some nice things to say in the chat. He's now crushing it. So, hey, Laurie, hope you're doing well. Now, you only got one choice to make at this point in time. If you would like some help with any of this stuff, if you're watching it live or you're watching the replay later on, all you need to do, grab a link, click this link below. Chris is going to put the link inside of the Zoom chat for those of you that want some help with this. Yeah, cool. And we'll also put it inside the Facebook group as well on the stream and so forth, but we're pretty easy to find anyway. So I guess at this stage, I mean, for me, I hope you guys have got tons of value out of this session, and there's been some awesome, cool brands on here that, we can do some super cool stuff with. I'm happy to hang around for the next 10 minutes or so. If you've got any questions or anything you want to run by me, here's your chance. I'll just stop screen sharing. Anybody have any questions? You've got me for another 15 minutes.
Thanks,
Liz, no worries. If not, I can let you guys all go and run and enjoy the rest of your evenings. So cool. Alrighty.
Thanks everyone for the time. I'm going to drop the link one more time here. So just keep in mind, guys, whether you're just starting or you're already doing quite a bit of revenue, we have different ways to help everyone. And this call is just going to be a bit of a strategy call to see if we can kind of game plan for you the same way we did with everyone else today. And then we'll just let you know how best that we can help. So there's a link, guys. If you want to book, we have openings for tomorrow and Friday, or just message us on Facebook as well. I think if you're not in the Shopify Australia group, definitely jump in and message myself or Paul or Chris anytime that you need. Otherwise, look forward to the next one and see you on a call.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you all. Take care. Bye.
Bye.